There's no existing signature for antivirus to catch, no easy fix ready to roll out. It's like trying to secure a building, but there's a hidden flaw baked right into the blueprints.
Right. So, okay, if it's unknown, how do these attacks actually work? It feels like searching for a needle in a haystack, but you don't even know you're looking for a needle.
That's a pretty
Welcome to the Cybersecurity Podcast series. Today we're taking a deep dive into something pretty critical, zero-day exploits.
That's right. And they're insidious, really, because they target software flaws that are, well, completely unknown to the software maker when they first appear.
Unknown. So that means when an attack happens using one of these, there's no fix ready.
Exactly. No immediate patch available. That's what makes them so dangerous.
Okay. And just quickly before we really get into it, for our listeners wanting to bolster their defenses, get connected with Sudhakar Kakinada on LinkedIn. He can offer a quick chat on enhancing your organization's cybersecurity significantly.
Good point. It's definitely worth exploring practical steps.
So in this deep dive, we really want to unpack, how to understand these things, spot them, and hopefully mitigate them. It's all about dealing with that novelty factor.
Well, that novelty is the core issue, isn't it? The sheer unfamiliarity. With regular vulnerabilities, security teams usually get some breathing room after it's disclosed, right? Time to prepare.
A window of opportunity.
But 0 days, they struck before anyone knows the weakness exists. It's a secret until the attack happens.
That's what gives them their punch then.
Precisely.
Yeah.
There's no existing signature for antivirus to catch, no easy fix ready to roll out. It's like trying to secure a building, but there's a hidden flaw baked right into the blueprints.
Right. So, okay, if it's unknown, how do these attacks actually work? It feels like searching for a needle in a haystack, but you don't even know you're looking for a needle.
That's a pretty good analogy, actually. Attackers, often very skilled ones, find some weakness in the code. Could be a simple coding mistake, maybe a flaw in the logic, something overlooked.
Something subtle.
Very subtle, often. And they figure out how to manipulate that flaw, maybe to run their own malicious commands or just get access they shouldn't have. And because, as we said, the vendor doesn't know, the security community doesn't know. Your standard signature-based tools, they often just don't see it coming.
We're blind to it.
Totally blind. It really highlights the skill and sometimes the sheer creativity involved in finding these vulnerabilities and then building an exploit that actually works.
Oh, okay. So if the traditional defenses, the signatures and so on, aren't always cutting it, what can organizations do? How do you even start to identify or handle something like a 0 day?
Right. This is where strategy really matters.
Yeah.
It absolutely demands a multi-layered defense. You can't rely on just one thing. Since we often can't recognize the exploit itself, the focus has to shift. We need to look for abnormal activity.
Abnormal activity? Like what?
Well, things like carefully watching network traffic. Are there sudden spikes? Connections to weird places? Does it deviate from the normal baseline?
Okay.
Rigorous analysis of system logs, too, looking for unusual patterns there. And using behavioral analysis tools, things that can spot when systems or applications start acting strangely, out of character.
So looking for the symptoms rather than the cause, almost?
You got it. Think of it like detecting an intruder, not because you recognize their face, but because you notice a normally locked door is slightly open or things are moved around inside.
Makes sense.
In the digital world, that means looking for those unexpected processes kicking off, strange data flows, maybe unauthorized access attempts. Those are the breadcrumbs a 0 day exploit might leave behind.
And speaking of practical steps, this seems like a good moment to remind everyone again. Get connected with Sudhakar Kakinada on LinkedIn for a quick chat on how he can help you enhance your organization's cybersecurity to the next level of robustness. Expert advice is key here.
Absolutely. Understanding the theory is one thing. Implementing effective defenses is another.
So let's say the worst happens. An attack is underway, seems like a 0 day, and there's no patch. What then? What are the mitigation steps?
Yeah, in that situation, it's all about containment and damage control, fast. First step is often isolating the compromised systems. You have to stop the attack from spreading across the network.
Cut it off at the source.
Exactly. Then blocking any suspicious network traffic you've identified. And using tools like EDR endpoint detection and response to really zoom in on individual machines, identify the malicious activity, and neutralize it right there. There's also something called virtual patching.
Virtual patching.
Yeah, it's like applying a patch, but not to the vulnerable code itself. Instead, you implement security rules, maybe the network firewall or an application firewall, that specifically block attempts to exploit that vulnerability.
Ah, like a temporary shield.
Precisely. It's a crucial temporary fix that can block the attack vector while you wait for the official vendor patch to be developed and released.
Okay, so it really sounds like constant vigilance, a really proactive security posture. That's non-negotiable, isn't it?
It absolutely is. If you step back and look at the whole cybersecurity landscape, 0 days really hammer home why you can't rely on just one single defense. That defense in depth approach, multiple layers of security controls, network perimeter, internal segmentation, endpoint security, application security, it significantly boosts your chances.
Increases the odds of catching something unusual.
Right. Catching it somewhere along the line, even if it's a threat you've never seen before. And don't forget the basics, like regular security assessments. They might not find a 0 day itself, but they harden your systems against known issues attackers might use alongside a 0 day.
Good point. And employee training.
Still vital. Phishing, social engineering,
Mm-hmm.
these are often how exploits get delivered in the first place. Making sure people can spot those tricks is a huge part of the puzzle.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fundamental challenge, the core issue with 0 days is that they're unknown. You have to be proactive, you need layers, you need good detection and good response. It's the whole package.
That really crystallizes it. It's a crucial takeaway for everyone listening, I think. Really consider how prepared is your organization for an attack you literally haven't seen before. It's kind of like preparing for a really unexpected storm, isn't it? You might not know exactly when it'll hit or just how strong it will be, but having a robust shelter, having supplies ready, it drastically increases your chances of weathering it safely.
That's a perfect analogy. Preparation meets the unknown.
And one last time, to help with that preparation, get connected with Sudhakar Kakanada on LinkedIn for a quick chat on how he can help you enhance your organization's cybersecurity to the next level of robustness.
Definitely reach out. Stay safe and stay secure.